Okay, if you can give me your full name, where you were born, and your date of birth.
Okay. My name is Bertha E. Talbert. I was born January 10th, 1926 in Marvell, Arkansas.
Okay. And can you tell me what Marvell, Arkansas was like around that time?
Arkansas, we lived on a farm.
Okay.
And we worked hard. We raised some of everything. Cotton, corn, hay, peas, some of everything. We raised our own garden and everything. We did a lot of canning. We canned our food.
And you say what were your parents' names?
John and Laura Reynolds.
Okay.
That was my father and mother.
Okay. And how many siblings? How many children?
Okay, it was 10 kids.
Okay.
My older sister was Ethel. I'm Bertha. Then my next to me is Mabel. And a girl, she has a boy named her name is Johnny.
Okay.
And a brother, my oldest brother, Lorenzo. Pete, we call him Pete, his name is J.C. Then a sister named Earlene and a sister named Pearline. They got twin names, but they're not twins. Pearline, John Lewis, and Dorothy Jean. I think I named all of them.
You said Paula, but that's Purdy.
Paula is Pearline.
Paula is Purdy. And so what kind of work do they do now today? We're going ahead, but
Well, okay, my sister Mabel, okay, she didn't come to Grand Rapids, she went to the Niles, Michigan.
okay.
So they moved back down in Arkansas, and they built their own home, but they're not farming, I don't know what they do.
They just live in the country?
Yes.
Okay, and then what about
What about who?
the other siblings? What do they do?
Oh, okay, one, John, my youngest brother, he moved to Niles, so he's still there. He's still in Niles, and he's a pastor there.
That's for now?
Yeah, right.
Why Niles?
I don't know.
I mean, who went there first?
I guess he was. I don't
Oh,
know.
he was there first?
Uh-huh.
So he just went there for the ministry, or?
No, I don't know why. I really
But
don't know.
you didn't have family there?
I don't know why.
But you didn't have family?
Okay, he was in Grand Rapids, but he
Okay.
moved to Niles.
Okay, from there. Grand Rapids, okay.
Yes,
Okay, so that's like a suburb of Grand Rapids, Niles?
Grand Rapids, Niles. And then my sister Johnny,
Okay.
she's in Holland, Illinois.
Oh,
So
Holland.
why she went there, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now my older sister Alpha, okay, she passed away. And my oldest brother, Lorenzo, he passed away. So it's just 8 of us
Okay.
living there.
All right. But just only one moved to Illinois?
Just one, I think it's just one.
And then everybody else went to Niles or Grand Rapids?
Right.
Okay. And some stayed in Arkansas?
Some stay where?
Some stayed in Arkansas?
No, she moved back to Arkansas.
She moved back.
Mabel, the one
Mabel.
next to me.
Okay.
She moved back to Arkansas. And they built a house down there.
Okay. And did you have any children?
In church?
Yes, so.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What were their names?
I was married probably almost 3 years when my first child. I named her after my oldest sister, Ethel. And then my oldest son is Edwin Tilford Talbert. And then my daughter Sharon. I had 2 daughters and 3 sons. One of my sons is Chris Talbert. And my youngest one is Roger James Talbert. And He moved to Texas.
So, did he get a good job there? What kind of job?
Yes, I think his job transferred him there.
What is that transferring there? So what kind of job was it?
No.
Okay, just for the transfer. So what kind of other jobs do your children have?
Okay, my oldest son, he retired. He worked for the Grand Rapids Press, so he retired from there. And my daughter, my oldest daughter, Alpha, she worked for the city. She retired.
Of Grand Rapids?
And then my son Clinton, he retired last year from Smith Industrial.
Okay, and Smith Industry, what do they do?
I think airplane parts.
Airplane parts.
I think so.
Okay. So what years did they move here?
What years did they move? Okay,
Yeah.
all of my
Or
kids
did
moved.
did you move?
I moved in 1946, December 5th.
1946.
Hmm.
So you came to Grand Rapids.
Right, and I had one child then, and that was Apple.
Okay, and where did you come to? And
Where did I come
what
from?
what area of Grand Rapids?
Yeah. A street called Bartlett Street.
Bartlett?
Bartlett, Bartlett.
T-A-T-T, okay, Bartlett. Okay, and then what other big street was near it?
Wealthy.
Okay, but Wealthy, Barton.
Right, Wealthy.
So Wealthy is southeast or southwest?
Southwest.
Southwest, over by Grandville Avenue?
Yes.
That direction?
Right.
Okay, and what type of neighborhood was it there? Was it ethnic? Was it a African American neighborhood at that time?
Yes.
Mostly African American
Mostly.
at that time,
Right.
in that area. And had that neighborhood been there for a long time?
Yes, I think so.
Or did it come like around the war time? You know, a lot of people moved from the South during the war.
Mm.
And this 1946 is right around the war, right after the war.
Yeah, okay.
So were there a lot of people moving to that neighborhood?
There was a lot of people there already.
Already, there were a lot of people there already. Okay, and what was it a troublesome neighborhood, or was it a pretty good neighborhood?
It was good neighborhood.
The neighborhood, no violence, not
Right.
Okay, so stable, everybody, did people own their homes?
I think so.
You think so?
But I mean, when we came here, we rented.
You
We
rented
rented apartments
apartments? Okay.
until later we bought. I bought one home on Sheldon Street, right down the street here, 1038 Sheldon, and we stayed there until the schools banned us out. So then we found a house on Delaware,
Okay.
and I was pregnant with my last child.
Okay, so this is in 1946?
No.
Around 50 or something like that?
Okay, the youngest son, he's 50 something.
Oh,
50 something years old. So I moved from Sheldon Street to Delaware Street.
50 years ago.
Right.
Okay, and so that's this neighborhood here.
Right.
Okay. So what was this neighborhood like 50 years ago?
It was good.
Okay. What does that mean? It was good. What do you mean?
Pardon?
When you say it was good, what does that mean?
I mean, the people, you didn't have all of this dope and stuff. I didn't know anything about it.
Okay. Did people know each other? Or? Did people know each other?
Yes. Hmm.
And they went to church? Where did they go to church?
Well, I started going to a little church. It was down in the basement on Delaware. Then someone invited my husband. He got a job and he was working with this one man, and he was going to the Apostolic Faith Church. So and this man, and that's what we were, two apostolics. And this one man was working there, so he asked my husband. He said, "What would you do? What would you tell a person if he asked you how to be saved?" He said, "I would tell him to get baptized in Jesus' name and get the Holy Ghost." So when he invited him to the Apostolic Faith Church, it was 57 Reynolds Street then the church was. So we went there for years, and just maybe about a few years ago, we moved on to church out on 44th Street, 1935, 44th Street. So we've been going there ever since.
And so that was like 40 years ago? 50?
I would have to figure it out.
It was still 50. When you started going to 44th Street, how many years ago was that?
I would think it's about 10 or 15, somewhere like that.
Oh, 10 or 15 years ago? Okay, so going backtracking a little bit, we're going all over the place. What was it like when you were 6 or 7 years old in Arkansas?
What was it like?
What was it like? What do you remember? Yeah, what's the most important thing that you remember when you were 6 or 7 years old in Arkansas?
Oh, when I was 6 or 7 years old?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what happened there, but I remember when I was 14 years old.
Okay, I remember when you were 14.
I had a heart problem. And they took me I got sick that night with the heart thing. When they took me to the doctor, they said my heart was enlarged and leaking.
It was enlarged and leaking, and they took you to the hospital.
Pardon?
They took you to the hospital at that time because it was enlarged and leaking. Your heart.
Leaking. They took me to the doctor. I don't know nothing about no hospital down there.
Okay.
But then, when I have the attacks, they would take me back to this doctor. So then one time they took me and that my doctor wasn't there. So they got another doctor, and that doctor started examining me. He looked at the medicine that my doctor was giving me. He took it and looked at it and threw it away. He said that doctor wasn't doing nothing but killing me. And I started getting better when we got the new doctor.
So it was the medicine that was making it leak?
No, the leak started first. He was giving me medicine to try to stop it.
Okay.
I claimed. So the new doctor said the old doctor wasn't doing nothing but killing me. So the new doctor threw the medicine away. And he put me on a different medicine, and I started getting better.
Okay.
And I guess the Lord must have healed me, or either I must have grew out of it. I don't have no more part.
So what school did you go to? Grammar school?
Hicks
Hicks?
in Marvell, Arkansas.
Can you describe how that school was?
Oh, it was good.
I mean, how big was it?
Little small, one room.
Just one room?
The teacher's hall.
Was it one big room or
Yeah, great big.
about how many students?
How many schools?
In the room, yeah.
I didn't notice that.
20?
But then when I
15, 20?
probably,
Something like that. What you were going to say, go ahead.
pardon.
You were going to say something, but go ahead.
Oh, and then when I left that, when we finished that school, my dad then sent me to stay with my uncle and aunt to go to school there. Then something happened to me, and they took me out of school.
Okay, so you went to school at the house. You got school at the house. Okay.
I mean, it was a school. You talking about in Arkansas?
Right.
It was a big school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to? Oh, it was a big school.
Yeah. But then they had different grades.
Different. Oh, so they had like a regular school here, like a big school here.
Yeah.
It wasn't a country here. It wasn't like in the country.
It was in the country.
But it was a big school.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big school down in Arkansas.
Okay, were there teams or anything? Did you get involved in sports?
I can't remember any sports.
What
I
did
think we played basketball.
You played basketball?
Right.
Okay, so how about around the house? Who was your friends?
Around the house?
Yeah. Nick?
Okay. We had to work all the time. I mean, if we wouldn't work, we worked in the field. We had cotton, had corn and stuff like that. And we, the girls were the oldest, so we had to work like boys. We had to just cut hay, cut wood, everything. Man, every kind of work a man would do, we did it.
Okay. So the animals, the wood.
Yeah, we had mules, cows, hogs, chickens.
What did the mules do? What did they? I still don't know, but I'm not.
The mules, you private them.
We what?
You
Prodded them?
plowed, like.
Oh, you plowed with the mules?
Yeah.
Okay. And the
So we had to do that.
Okay, so you plowed with that machine they put the harness? With the harness you put on the neck and then they plow?
Yes, right.
Okay. But you didn't plow, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did? I plowed, I plowed.
I did some every kind of work a man
I
could
plowed
do.
in Puerto Rico like that, but with cows. We had cows.
Yeah,
The bulls.
we
bulls.
had to milk the cows.
Yeah, we had bulls. We didn't use the milk.
Oh,
In Puerto Rico, they used bulls
okay.
to plow. Not anymore. They got
Okay. And hogs, we
So you
killed.
milk the cows? So you did that too?
Well,
So you milk the cows?
Yes,
So
right.
in the morning, did you drink coffee in the morning or no?
my parents did.
And with the cow's milk?
Right, put the milk for the cream in the
Yeah,
coffee.
for the cream, yeah. So you drink up and you did that. Okay. And then the hogs was for eating or for selling?
For eating.
For eating?
Mhm.
And yeah, it had to be on special occasions. What occasions was that? I mean, you didn't eat it every week?
No, they would kill them, like in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And then they would preserve it some kind of way. And then we'd have it all through the year. The hog meat.
Yeah.
And the chickens, we didn't have to buy eggs. Chicken laid eggs.
I'm sorry, and the chickens what?
Chicken laid the eggs. We didn't have to buy eggs.
It makes them.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, the chicken laid the eggs?
Right.
Oh, so you had eggs every
We had
morning?
our own eggs, bacon, to kill the hogs and have our own bacon.
So what was breakfast like? Everybody together?
Yes,
Everybody just sat around together?
right.
How big was the house? How big was your house?
Big enough for 10 kids.
Big enough for 10 kids?
And the parents, right.
So how
And
many
then,
rooms? How many rooms? How many rooms?
Probably about 4 maybe,
4 rooms?
5 something.
Okay.
Then my older sister, she had a son too. His name was Robert, and my parents raised him.
Okay.
So they raised 11 kids.
Okay, so your older sister was still living there with a kid?
And I've had my 5 kids. And I raised 2 of my grandkids. My youngest daughter, she had 2 kids, so I raised them because she wasn't able to.
Okay. So you in the morning you wake up. Everybody. What time did you wake up?
I think about 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning?
I think so.
And everybody did chores or what did they do?
Right.
What kind of chores?
Well, like maybe this time of year we chop cotton
Okay. No, but I mean when you first get up.
when we get up.
Everybody just get ready and go to the kitchen or what? Is that where you ate?
Go work.
But I mean you ate breakfast together though,
Right. Ate the breakfast.
And then
Do the kitchen, clean the kitchen, all that stuff.
in the kitchen you had dishwasher and everything? Okay, so everybody clean the kitchen and then you
Go to the field.
to the field. In the field, so your father owned this farm. This was your father's farm,
Right.
and so you had money at that time.
Right.
You had a lot of money at that time. How did he make his money?
That's how we made it. The cotton. He would sell the cotton,
Okay.
and then he raised okra.
Okra?
He wouldn't touch it when it come time to eat it, but he would sell okra.
Okay, was sell okra.
Mm.
And where did he sell it? You go to town?
Yes,
And what was the town?
Marvell, Arkansas.
Oh, you go to Marvell, Arkansas, and sell it
Right.
right there? Okay. And how did he make his money when he was going out? Where did he work?
Probably the same way we did.
But I mean, who owned the farm? Did he? His family owned the farm?
I guess so.
Okay.
We didn't have a
You
question
didn't work
about that.
like sharecroppers or anything like
I
that?
don't know.
No, you don't know. You don't know. Okay. So all you remember is that you always had a farm.
Right.
Okay. All right. And your mom was from that area too?
Yes.
Are they both from Marvell?
Right.
Okay. So people started moving around what year? Up north. People started moving up north.
We came in 46, but my older sister came up here before I did, but I don't remember what year she came, probably about maybe 44.
44 or something like that. And why were they coming here? Why did she come? Why did you come?
Well, the reason why she came, I guess, was because her husband, people, moved up here. Then we moved because she was here. My older sister was here.
And then other people followed you?
Followed me and her.
So everybody was following each other?
Right.
Was it that were there jobs up here? Why did
No.
They just wanted to get out of the South.
You get up here and find a job. Job is pretty easy to find.
But I'm trying to find out what was going on in the South that people wanted to leave.
Well, I don't know why the rest of them, but I wanted to be where my sister was.
You wanted to be with your sister. So you just want to be by your family.
Right.
Okay, so did you, when you grow up, was there you had a lot in your family, but was there a strong family value?
Strong family?
Value, you know, that, in other words, were people strong with their family?
Yes.
Okay, like today people are not.
Right.
Have you noticed the
Yeah,
difference?
we're real.
What's the difference between today and that time with the family? Where do you see the difference?
We're about the same, I'm not sure.
Everybody's the same. So if there is no difference today, do you think families are more united today than before?
Are they what?
More united today than before?
No. Because we used to get together and have family reunions every year. But we don't hardly have the reunions now.
You don't hardly have them anymore. What were they like? What were those family reunions like?
Oh, everybody came from everywhere. Just had a good time.
And just to have a good time?
Not that way anymore.
Not that okay? And everybody just pitched in, and
Yes, right.
okay. So tell me, how was that trip? Like, did you come by? Do you remember the trip up here? Did you come by plane, by bus, or by train?
Train.
You came by train.
Yes.
Okay.
And we came December 5th. And my older sister, excuse me, she was pregnant. And she had her son the same night we came. WC Mills.
So you came and went right to the hospital?
No, we didn't go to the hospital.
No. Where she had the son?
Okay, then they were there and the baby's at home.
Oh, okay. So then they were having it at home?
Yes.
So they had a
Doctor come to your house.
the doctor? Okay. They didn't have nurses. In Chicago, they had women would come, nurses. They were nurses.
No nurse.
They were not nurses. They were just home.
Just the doctors came.
Oh, the doctor came to your house, so they didn't have it in the
Right.
hospital.
And
Did you have to prepare the room or anything? Or
no. Yes.
they came and sat down and they had the baby?
My oldest son, when he was born, my sister My older sister delivered him before the doctor got there.
So women knew how to deliver babies then?
Yeah, they didn't know how to do the cord and all that stuff.
But they knew how to
She knew how to get him out.
get them out and that. So a lot of women just learned that.
Yes.
Okay. And they don't. Okay, so you came and your sister had a baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Same. Excuse me.
And
The
you
same
knew-
night.
The same night.
Mm.
And so you kind of celebrated twice.
Right.
So what was, because it was cold, right? Is
It was.
How, is Arkansas cold too, or I'm not?
Pardon?
How is Arkansas? It's a little cold.
Oh
too.
yeah, it was cold.
It snows there, right?
Cold.
Okay, so you were accustomed to the weather. You were
I
used
was
to
what? Yes.
used to the weather. Okay.
But we were not used to all that snow. I mean, you know, the snow up here, the first snow,
Oh, so you didn't have snow there,
we had snow, but not a lot.
but not a lot.
Right.
But here there was a lot of
A
snow.
lot.
And, okay, so you're adjusting to here. So what was the first place you worked?
Oh, the first place I worked,
Or your husband?
we used to go to, okay, he worked at a place with a slaughterhouse. I think that was the first job. Then he worked for Reynolds Metal. Then from Reynolds Metal, he went to Grand Rapids Gypsum.
Okay.
He worked there.
To the mine, to the Gypsum Mine.
Yes.
Okay. And they had a slaughterhouse up here?
Yes.
So what did they slaughter? Hogs or
Yes.
hogs? Okay. And was it a big slaughterhouse?
I never went out there.
You know what happened? Okay.
Probably was.
And then you said that they went to the Gypsum Mine. Did you go, were you able to go there?
Yes, I would go out there. Sometime I would take him to work and then I would go back and pick him up.
Did you go into the mine? Or?
Oh no, he was that what to make the boards.
Okay, whatever the board. Okay. Did he work there for a long time? Or
Yes, he did. He retired from
he retired? Oh, he worked from the Gypsum Mine?
there. Right.
Okay. So, what did you do? What type of work did you do?
Well, I went to school to be a beautician,
Okay.
and I worked there a while. I worked in the schools.
You had your own beauty shop?
No,
Okay.
I worked in different beauty shops.
Okay.
Oh, you probably wasn't here when Dodson Beauty Shops. He had beauty shops all over.
Okay, in Grand Rapids?
Right. And I worked at one of his beauty shops. Then I worked at a lady on I can't remember the street. Then I worked for a beautician. She's still going. Mildred Noris on Kalamazoo.
Was it Noris?
I worked with her a while.
So she's still going from, this is from 40.
She's
This is from 1946.
no, not that far back.
So, in the 50s?
Yes.
From the 50s, and she's still
Right.
going?
She's still going.
What other businesses were still, were around that time that you remember?
What other what?
Yeah, where did you shop?
Where I shop, like Kroger,
Yeah, Kroger?
A&P. I think it's a store called A&P.
A&P and Kroger.
And
And where were they located?
one was located on, what I think off of Kalamazoo. I think that was Kroger. I'm not sure.
But right around Kalamazoo by Hall?
No, yeah, right.
By
close
Hall,
by.
that
Close,
strip right there.
Right.
Because I know they have a barber shop. This neighborhood's been there for a while.
It was on, you know what, I can't think of the name of the drugstore.
Walgreens there?
Yeah, Walgreens.
Oh,
It
right
was
around there.
Close to, right,
So that neighborhood right there
right.
was like the downtown.
The downtown they had.
No, I'm putting words. I mean, that neighborhood, there were a lot of stores around there.
Right.
But that used to be Polish, no? I know there was a Polish restaurant. A Polish
Oh, okay.
restaurant? Was that neighborhood Polish before?
No.
No.
And they
It
have a
was-
lot of 5 and 10 stores downtown.
Okay.
We used to go down there a lot.
You used to go downtown a lot? When you say we, you mean your sisters?
Families.
Your
Right,
family?
right.
Used to go down there? And what was downtown like then?
We thought it was something.
Yeah.
We liked it.
You liked it? Did it have more, was it more important than 28th Street? What was more important?
Well, no, it don't have, downtown didn't have as many as 28, I don't think. See, 28 is long.
Were they what?
28th Street is a long street.
Right. But downtown was closer and,
Yeah, close, like a,
so a lot of families used to go
Right.
downtown. Okay. And so, what do you remember at that time in the 50s? What do you remember of your neighborhood? That you were doing? What did you like appreciate the
oh,
best?
it was just nice back there. All I can't remember anything.
What was your typical day like?
What was it like?
Your day, what was that like?
Just busy. Kept myself busy all the time, doing something. I kept myself busy. I still like to be busy.
Doing what?
Whatever.
Whatever, okay.
If I'm home, I like to do puzzles and things, like if I'm home alone. I'm waiting for my bus. I work on the puzzles till the bus get there.
Okay. And what about at the beauty shop? What did you like about that?
I like people, and I would like to meet the people that just love working on their hair.
Okay. What kind of stories did they tell you? What kind of stories?
They didn't tell.
You remember any story?
No.
I mean, what did they talk about when you were doing their hair?
I don't know, they'd be up on the dryer and talking, and I heard them talking about me one time. But it wasn't bad though. They called us black back then. And she talking to the lady next to her, she said, I like the way that black guy do her hair.
Okay. Oh, so this was a mix. It wasn't in a black beauty shop.
No, it was in a white beauty shop.
Now I'm using the word.
Yeah.
So the beauty shop was white.
White,
Owned by
white, and the customers were all white.
The customers were
Every once in a while, I would have a black person to come in.
Okay.
And the way I got into the white beauty school, I liked doing hair, and I would do people's hair. So this one beautician, she was a black beautician, and she told me, she said, you go to school and learn how to do the white people's hair. She said, you know how to do the black people's hair. So go to school and learn how to do the white people's hair. So I took her up on that. I went.
And this beauty shop was on Kalamazoo?
I worked at several beauty shops, but the black beauty shop that I helped her, it was on Kalamazoo, and it's called Noris Beauty Shop.
Okay. And is it still on Kalamazoo?
It's still down there.
Okay.
Mm.
I have to check that out. Okay,
It's
I mean, I just have
like
to
if
see
you
where it's
turn
at.
off a Hall Street, turn right going south.
Right.
It's right up not the first one, but the next one called Noris Beauty Shop.
Okay. Oh, right up there by Hall and it's more by Hall and
Kalamazoo.
Right there,
Turn on
turn.
off of Hall Street to Kalamazoo,
Okay.
and it's right there too, up a few doors.
Oh, okay. I know that there's a community tax service. It's like a tax place. Is it right next to it?
No,
Where
I
they
think
do
it's a little
taxes?
store. I don't know about the tax.
Okay,
But it's a
okay.
little store next.
It's a little store there. Okay. And then right up the street was a Polish restaurant.
on the right-hand side, I believe.
Right. So was that there at that time?
I think so.
And so was that neighborhood mixed? Were there Polish people living there too?
I don't know.
Or you don't know?
All I saw was black.
All you saw was black at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but the area at that time, you said that it's, now they have dope in there, but at that time you didn't know anything?
At the time,
You didn't know anything about that? You didn't hear anything, any violence?
not until later on.
Not until later on. What changed later on?
People started doing adult stuff.
Okay, but
I mean, they might have been doing it back there, but
but you weren't aware.
right. And they used to be so bad over by, it got bad over by my house. In my neighborhood. Sometimes I get ready to back out of my driveway. I would have to wait they move out of my driveway so I can back out.
So they would hang out in front of your driveway.
Right.
And why didn't the police stop them?
Maybe they did. 'Cause as far as I know, they're all gone.
Okay, they're all gone.
All the dope people.
Okay. So the police did try to stop it at that time. Okay. And so was there any activities for the community?
No.
Like festivals or anything like that? Do you remember?
No. In where I live?
Yeah.
No.
How about for the African American community?
How about what?
For the African American community, the black community, were they having parades or any festivals?
Not where I live. They would have them downtown.
They would have them downtown.
Right.
And did you go to them?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, that means that did you enjoy them?
Right.
So
I would take my kids to all of it.
So what were they like? I mean, what do you remember of the festival?
What did I? All of the different games that they were having.
Okay, they had games?
And rides.
So they had like a carnival. It was like a carnival?
Yes.
With rides and all that?
Right.
And it was done downtown?
Yeah. And they had one out at way out on Wealthy. I can't remember. It's close by Elijah Hospital.
Okay.
We used to have them out there, a lot of rides.
Okay. And people used to go there?
Yes.
Okay. What year was the first year that you heard about gangs?
Nah, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. When was the first year that you saw the neighborhood start to go down? About?
Started going down. I didn't notice that. I don't know what year.
Okay, in 1946, you came to the neighborhood, but you said it was a black neighborhood.
Right.
Okay, so you didn't have any problems adjusting?
No.
Okay. But were there, before that, wasn't it a Dutch neighborhood?
What?
A Dutch, that area?
No, I don't know the Dutch from
You don't know that? Okay. So, what I'm saying, was there any friction, any prejudice against the new people moving in?
No, not that I knew of.
Okay. None of that. Okay. What do you remember about the kids growing up? Your kids?
All for some reason, all neighborhood kids want to come with my kids.
They wanted to come and play with your kids?
Right.
Okay. They came in front of your house?
Right.
Okay. In your house?
Sometimes I'll have them in my house.
Okay. And so your kids were pretty well accepted, well known.
Yes.
Well known, everybody kind of cared for them.
Right.
You became like a center because of the kids, or you became like the center of
Yes.
your house.
Uh-huh. Right.
Okay. How did you feel then? To have all these
I felt good. I was crazy about kids.
crazy like kids?
That's how I got to working in the school. I was volunteering my time with my youngest son. So when they liked my work and they hired me.
Okay.
I worked in the school a while too.
So you volunteered at the school,
Right.
and what were you doing there as a volunteer?
Well, just helping the kids. And then when I got hired,
With the books and that?
I worked called Follow Through.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked with those kids.
It was a program called Follow Through.
Right.
And the program was to do what? To teach them?
Teach them they had a regular teacher, an English teacher, and a math teacher. And I was the math teacher.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then that's when they hired you to that program.
They hired me there.
But before you were just volunteering.
Yes, right.
Volunteering for that. Okay. And how long did you work there?
I worked until I was on the way to work one day and I had an accident. This car hit me from the back.
What?
A car. I was on my way to work and I had to stop to make a turn, a left turn. And while I was waiting to make the left turn, this car came and hit me in the back.
Did you call?
Hit my car, and I didn't have a headrest. So then I got a bad whiplash. So that's why I stopped working in the school.
So you had a whiplash from the car? Because you didn't have a seatbelt at that time?
No. You know how you have the headrest?
Right.
It wasn't a headrest. I didn't have a headrest.
Okay.
So that made me get a whiplash, I guess.
Okay. And how long were you in the hospital for that?
I wasn't in the hospital. I just stayed home and suffered.
With a
Had to
brace?
wear collar and all that stuff.
So how long did you stay at home? I mean, did it take a long time to heal, or
I didn't go back.
you didn't go back?
No.
Okay. To the school?
Right.
Okay, that's what happened on your way to school, or the way home?
Went home.
Okay. So after that, you didn't work anywhere, or no?
No.
Did you miss the job? How did you miss that job?
Oh, yeah.
What did you like about it?
The kids.
Just the kids?
And people.
And people, just being out with the people and stuff like that?
Everybody was nice.
Okay. So now you're at home by yourself, but you got kids at home, right, after school, right? So did you go out a lot, or how? Did you go out a lot, or how?
Did I go up?
Did you go out a lot, or just stay at home?
Stay home.
Stay at home, okay.